What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and I'd like to apologise for being away for a few days. Now, if you watched my last video, which was my fantasy football update, you'd realise that actually I have been away, and I've been away in Paris. If you checked out my social media, you'd also know that too. Links to them there in the description below if you want to keep up to date with that. But, however, I did end up missing the Manchester City match against Swansea. But I've had a watch of it now, so I'm able to do some kind of review for you to be able to give my opinions on what was an absolutely fantastic performance. 5-0 Manchester City. I should go away more if we're going to produce performances like that. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll go crack on with the video right away. First up, David Silva ended up scoring a lovely goal. It was lovely fed in from Raheem Sterling to get himself an assist. David Silva ended up getting into his control, onto a volley, onto his left foot, hits it low down into the bottom of the corner of the net, 1-0 up after 12 minutes. I'll take that every single day of the week if I'm completely honest. And was 2-0 up by the 16th minute. Raheem Sterling, he managed to score after Fabian Delph did a lovely pull-back cross across the box. Raheem Sterling's there, unmarked and onside, to tap it in to make it 2-0. Fantastic. We're going at half-time, 2-0 up, and everyone's feeling good. It looks like we're going on to 90 points. And then we produce a fantastic second half too, which was led straight away on the 54th minute from Kevin De Bruyne, scoring an absolute worldie. Now, if you put it into YouTube, his goal against Swansea, you'd have to appreciate how good it was. Swansea players are backing off, they're allowing him to shoot, goes onto his stronger right foot, even though he's very good on his left foot too, and absolutely pile drives it in a lovely controlled finish right into the corner of the net. Fantastic from around 30 yards out. Great goal from Kevin De Bruyne. Fantastic. 3 points are coming our way, and we end up then making the substitution, which allowed us to see players like Yaya, Benjamin Mendy return, and Phil Foden too, which I thought they all did fantastically well when coming on. It's nice to see Benjamin, it's nice to see Phil get some good few minutes under his belt. I'd expect him to get plenty more between now and the end of the season, and it was nice to see Yaya. He also got an assist, which we'll get to in a moment. One of the main talking points though was this little penalty incident that we ended up having. David Silva plays a worldie of an assist to Raheem Sterling. It brings in Federico Fernandez. He makes a reckless challenge, brings Raheem Sterling down. The penalty's given. Jesus takes the penalty and misses the penalty. The penalty isn't bad. It's hit low and hard down, and the goalkeeper Fabianski does fantastically well to be able to get fingertips onto it, tips it onto the post, and he's so unlucky that it ends up bouncing back to Bernardo Silva on the other side of the goal to tap it in for 4-0, and we'll take that one, you know what I mean? It's about a 65th minute, we're 4-0 up, 3 points coming our way, and we're moving on to 90 points. And last but not least, Yaya does an absolute worldie of an assist. Like I said, these are worldie goals, they're fantastic. We're made to work hard to get these goals. Yaya plays in a lovely floated cross from the deep straight to Jesus' head, who manages to head it and lob the goalkeeper and put it into the far corner for 5-0 on the 88th minute. I'll take that every single day of the week, and it's nice to have a party atmosphere at the Etihad. We've got a guard of honour. It was a fantastic performance. The fans all wanted to see a performance. We brought them out with a 5-0 win. Fantastic. There's a couple of rotated changes, not as many as I was expecting. I'd be surprised if there's not more rotation between now and the end of the season. I'd expect there would be, with players wanting to get minutes. So I imagine that Bravo want to get minutes. I imagine Danilo want to get more minutes. Zinchenko, Phil Foden, Brahim Diaz, etc., etc., Yaya and all that. They'll all want more minutes between now and the next 4 games. So, you know, we'll move on to West Ham away. We'll have a preview up for that soon. Probably towards the end of the week, then a review up for that one. But hopefully, if we win this game, it means that the points tally of 95 points that Chelsea set in 2004-5 season, was it the 5-6? I think it was 2004-5 season. We need to break that. We need to become the best side that has been. Now, I want to talk about a little talking point throughout all of the game. People have been calling Man City Tin Pop for doing this pitch invasion. I'm fully in support of it. Absolutely fantastic. I think fans love to be able to interact with the players, and there's no better way to go and do that than to go and run onto the pitch of their home and be able to celebrate and be happy and be able to have their moment. The players have their moments throughout all of the season. The pitch invasion, it's like the fans' moment. It's been so anticlimactic winning this title, not being able to do it ourselves. Last 2 times we've done it, we've been able to do it ourselves, and everyone's just been so overcome with joy. We've not really had a chance to celebrate this. This was our chance to go and celebrate this, and it was fantastic to see. For the Swansea, though, they are 4 points clear of relegation zone with 4 points to play. They're in 17th and they're just ahead of Southampton with them 4 points to play with. They've got points to play with, so they'll be looking for probably, you'd think, a couple of wins. And if they played that badly in this game. I think that Man City ended up making it all about quality, and when Man City can do that, it makes the game extremely difficult. The stats do suggest such a thing. 83% possession, for example. It's one of the highest that I've seen Man City set this season. When you're having only 17% of the ball and you're being able to have the shots, they ended up having 4 shots, 1 on target. When you're creating that in the match, you're not going to pick up anything. Man City ended up having 19 shots, 12 on target, which is very clinical for Man City because they're normally quite wasteful. They normally have a lot of shots off target or they don't get the game going. This suggests that Man City have got their game going in both the first half and second half, hence the scorelines being what it was. And Man City can do that. This is like what we saw at the beginning of the season from Man City. The pressure's off them now. Hopefully, it will bring out the best in all of the players, and the players will be able to showcase why they should be at Manchester City next season, because there'll be 2 or 3 changes, which means that there has to be at least 1 or 2 players out, you would think. Who that is, I really don't know. We'll get to that when I do the transfer updates. Like I said, daily transfer updates will be coming from June onwards till the end of the transfer window. So if you are interested in transfers, don't forget to subscribe for that. We've ended up having over 1,000 passes at last in this game. 1,050 passes at a 93% completion rate. Absolutely superb, that is. Swansea ended up having 203 passes at a 70% pass completion rate. Absolutely fantastic from City. We ended up having 19 crosses to their 6. Similar in how many were completed, 16% on City's behalf, 17% on Swansea's behalf. Man City ended up making more tackles, we ended up having more corners, more chances created, dominating the attacking stats. The defensive stats, I was expecting Swansea to dominate, but some of them were a little bit close, like the tackles and the interceptions, for example, but they did end up having dominating the other defensive stats Swansea did, with more blocks, clearances, and aerial duels too. But that takes us nicely onto West Ham away. West Ham, you'd think, are probably safe or near enough safe now, as Man City's got a big pitch to go and deal with. We're very good on big pitches. I enjoy big pitches. We dominated Spurs. We can dominate at home, and West Ham's pitch is very big too. West Ham's struggling, so fingers crossed we can pick up the 3 points. 93 points would be fantastic, and it'd be nice to go and break the away record, which is if we can win our last 2 away games, then we've won the most ever away games in a Premier League season too. So it's all about records. Pep doesn't like to make it about records, but he has mentioned it in his last press conference that records can be used as their motivation. The title's done, so I'd like to go and see that. Everyone's talking about Liverpool in the Champions League, so it's so important that whilst everyone else is distracted, we go and do our thing, because if Liverpool don't end up winning the Champions League, then what everyone's going to remember, they'll look at the Premier League, and if Man City have ended up accumulating near 100 points, smashed every record that there is, then in the future, in the next 5-10 years, people will be talking about this Man City team, not the Liverpool side, if they don't end up winning the Champions League. If they do, everyone will be talking about that. Probably more than what Man City will, because it'll be a marvellous achievement. But we'll have to see from that behalf. Hopefully, though, we can just concentrate on ourselves. And most importantly to me, all I care about is Man City, not what Liverpool do in the Champions League. So for me, 3 points is more important to me than Liverpool getting knocked out to the Champions League. And there's a lot of fans out there who think different, but that's just my belief. You know what I mean? I care about Man City. I care about us breaking records. I care about us doing so well, not about what anyone else is doing. And that really is how it should be. So, I'll see you all again for another daily football content and videos, because we're back. I'm not in my normal surroundings because I'm away at the moment still, but I will be able to post and edit videos, so I'll be able to distribute videos every day. And if you are interested, I did do some filming in Paris. The vlog will be up at some point in the next week, so if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you all think, and I'll see you all later. Social media links there in the description below. We're aiming for 500 subscribers, so if you could subscribe to me, that'd mean a lot. Thank you if you have already subscribed. My second channel and partner channel, links to them will be left at the end of this video. If you want to click like and check out their videos and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me too. And I'll see you all again soon. It's been JSGC. Well, a wonderful rest of your day. Nice to be back. Peace. Ciao for now.